All right, we live. Except for... Wait, is Twitch live? Yes, I have to accept my own agreement to my Twitch studio to watch my own stream. Let's check Brime. I think we're live on everything. Yep, we are. God, latency's so good. Fuck you, Windows, for screwing up my camera. Alright, so this stream is a little bit clickbaity titles, but this is going to be up on a VOD for YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, not Brime currently because my VODs aren't working on Brime. But this is a little like quick intro kind of info for Brime, Brime.TV, Brime Live, a new up and coming streaming platform service as well that you can currently use right now and test. All the things and stuff that I'm going to say are my opinions, and solely my opinions, and are also my experience with the platforms. Your mileage may vary, keep that in mind. Brime is not a launched platform, however you can currently use it in its form right now. It is in beta, whatever you want to call it. Highly recommend you join their Discord to get more information about things, or if you have questions or problems beyond this. And feel free to go over to my YouTube. If you're watching this somewhere else, Boosted Beard, watch the VOD, hit me up in the comments, whatever. We're live right now on Brime, Twitch, Trovo, and YouTube. Because I kind of feel like those are the main platforms, and for right now, the ones that do best with the similar bitrate. So Facebook and DLive kind of gotta use lower bitrate. But one of the first part of this video is gonna be, because I'm gonna edit it out, because screw recordings. A little bit of talking about Brime and how to set some things up and kind of get your feelers out there. And a lot of people on Trovo and Twitch are looking for other platforms. I think Brime is a good place to check out and get started. If nothing else, you at least supplement with your content creation. Gonna have a little streamception here, and then we're gonna play some Rainbow Six. I'll probably kill off some of the other feeds, which is a cool part about Brime that I'm about to show. So if you're on YouTube or my Twitch, I'm not even paying attention to my Twitch. It's literally for VOD purposes. So you might want to come over to one of the links down below, and whatever platform you see this on, my links are everywhere leading back to my main platforms, which currently is Trovo, Brime, and YouTube. Kind of Brime I use for Trovo and YouTube, and Brime to kind of do them all at once, as well as some other testing and stuff, because there are some things that are missing from Brime currently, and things are also being built or fixed, or this or that, as things take time, and you kind of barely gotta roll with those punches. All right, let's get this started. So Brime.TV, or Brime Live, not really sure where they're going with yet. This is their main homepage UI. Everything that I show off in this stream, in this video, this VOD, keep in mind that most of it's probably all going to change by the end result. This is just what currently is up. I am fighting a horrible sore throat from caffeine and other things. Been sick as hell, like everyone else. A little cough drop in here. Brime has some cool features and up and coming tools and features as well that they're going to support. How was that? For free, which is awesome. So you have the main landing page. You see the home. I did not have my chat doc up. Let me put that up. I don't know if multi-chat is fully working today or not. It wasn't for me yesterday. So if you're out there, I highly recommend you come over to my Trovo channel. So essentially this is their landing like any other streaming platform. They have a carousel of streamers. Categories, which is semi built out. All these things will be more of what you know for a current launch platform and then some. This is a quick way to find people that are live. The meat and potatoes, what I want to get into is the multi-streaming in the multi-chat and the clips, the quality, and some other features. So obviously I'm not going to show you my stream keys, but the big thing about Brime is much higher quality than I think any platform out there right now for your bitrate, if that makes sense. So you need less bitrate to have higher quality and faster latency compared to other platforms. Right now my YouTube is freaking out because of my resolution. But this is their multi-stream, which is free for anyone to use. You want to add a destination, you can see DLive, Facebook, Trovo, Steam, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, WSD TV, Vaughn Live are currently supported. That might change in the future if they add more to that, but you're going to get your top platforms there for sure. Limit is not supported. I'm not really sure why. I can assume because there's some special requirements with FTL and things like that. That dev stuff is something you want to go ask in a Discord. That's out of my knowledge realm. But the big guys are all here. As you can see, we have my Trovo, my Twitch, and my YouTube, all running through the multi-stream. And you can go in and basically just select whatever platform you want, copy paste your stream key in from that platform. So you want to restream with Trovo, which I highly recommend because Trovo is a great platform and it's another way to produce content. You come in and get your stream key. I recommend, if it's been a day or two, to regenerate your stream key on whatever platform you plan on the multi-stream to, and put it in here into the stream key box. And make sure you don't like double it up, so like clear it out and all that. A lot of people mess up. And all you gotta do is toggle this, enable, disable. With Brime, you can multi-stream on the fly. So you can be live on Brime at any point during your live stream. You can toggle on and off multi-stream to another platform, which is an amazing feature. This is all done on their back end. And it's kind of crazy when you think about it for a feature for free. I'll delete my Facebook and I'll reuse that. Error. So currently, when you multi-stream, it's whatever bitrate you set to Brime, because you're going to stream to Brime, then come to your Brime page, your creator studio, and then go into here and add in your stream keys and platform destination. So like if you're streaming a 7K bitrate to Brime, all the other platforms are going to get that bitrate. However, from my understanding, that's going to change in the future where you can multi-stream to different bit rates to each platform. Again, that might roll out sometime soon. That might be something later down the future, but they're talking about that. It's not currently a feature. I think it's being tested actually. Again, join the Discord, figure that out. And yes, the title is clickbait. So super cool feature, huge feature for free. You don't have to pay anybody. You don't have to go to Restream or Caster or whoever, or Airsoft or whatever the heck. It's all on the fly, high quality. They use good codecs, so like it's not like we're Restream where you're getting like a regurgitated crappy stream. As long as your bitrate's good, no, you still get your transcoding to that platform, which is nice. Multi-chat is something they just recently introduced, which is a big deal because that's also free, built into the platform, done through the back end. You'll find with Brime, like everything's just done for you on the fly in the back end. You don't really have to, it's just clicking stuff. So basic users can get on here and use it. I love the fact that it supports my Trovo and my YouTube, because Trovo is my main platform right now, and it's nice to be able to handle this kind of stuff in one place. So this is currently a new feature. Again, I can't stress this enough. Brime is not a fully launched platform. They're still in testing and changing things and building things in beta. So there's going to be hiccups. But basically, when you're in your creator studio, you have your stream like any other place. You go in, stream title, all that stuff. You can do, they even have it here where it's linked for OBS and Streamlabs if you want to go in and download that. Get your stream key. SRT is something we'll talk about another time. That is a tested feature set right now for basically a new way to stream out a different protocol. Super exciting, big stuff there. Another reason why Brime's awesome. And then of course, if you need to get your custom ingest server, say if you're having problems on one of their default servers, on basic streaming stuff, channel, you can go in. It's pretty basic stuff for that. You know, you can enable VODs, which VODs are supposed to be back, but mine currently don't work, and that's been kind of a touch and go thing. Currently, I think it's hit and miss for a lot of people, but again, it's not a released, fully released platform yet. So, but that will be here. And the cool thing about their VODs and their clips is it's like whatever quality. And I don't know if that'll change in the future for VODs, but I think clips won't. But you'll get the full quality that you stream to, and maybe that changes with VODs. But I'm pretty sure he said clips were not changing. Again, something I'd have to ask on Discord. That's nice because places like Trovo and other platforms, you don't necessarily get full quality of your VODs, so it's hard to go back and like use those for content. Clips are awesome. I'm dying over here. They also support GIFs, whatever you want to call them, and then basic moderation tools for your chat. Then they have a broadcast list of like when you went live for stats. All the basic features are going to be here. Not everyone can monetize currently, but there will be monetized options once the site is launched. They're going to take a different approach than other platforms, as far as I understand. Don't have all the details yet. That'll be in the future. And of course, the multi-streaming we talked about. The multi-chat, there's some tricks to this, but it's also on the fly, enable, disable, where basically you can just open a browser of Brime or use a widget or use a dock for just Brime, and you'll have all your chats integrated into one place instead of having to have a bunch of windows open. It is very hit and miss right now for me, personally, from my experience, but when it does work, it's awesome. And kind of like a little, for your channel ID, actually go to your YouTube and then go to my channel and then select the last channel ID code to put in for your YouTube. Doesn't always work for me, but that's a cool feature, all built into one. Everything is super fast. Even their normal RTMP is really, really fast with really low latency, and it's pretty high quality. And then SRT, which is being tested, is going to take that to a whole nother level. And then they're also doing a bunch of other cool stuff that's coming to the platform when it comes to basically usability and accessibility, all basically done on the back end, on the fly. They have your integrations. They have Streamlabs integration right now, which is awesome. So you can get alerts and a donation button like all right in one place. They support Caster Labs, and then a couple other tools and features. Then under your stream tools, you have OBS integrations, your widget, your overlays that you can copy and put in your OBS or your Streamlabs or whatever encoder you're using. There's tons of encoders to use because you can also just custom RTMP to Brime, which is nice. And it's pretty basic right now, but those features alone are like massive for restreaming. And their clips is, I didn't know, like I don't know what else to say, but except for amazing. So we're gonna get some stream inception here. But I just want to show something here. I'm gonna hit the clips button and type in a title. I can come in here and edit it, create a clip. It is that fast. The clip is done. The clip is done. Like, it's kind of bananas how fast that is. And then you have a link, you can go share it. Some of the metadata is not accurate yet, and that's all going to be fixed down the road. But currently, if you look at this clip, and I'll turn my camera off on the stream right now. It is at such high quality. Like right now, this is the clip we're watching. It is at such high quality. It's so fast. It's really only limited by the quality, the limitation of your bit rate that you can put out and your hardware that you stream with. Realistically, you could do 4K at like, I don't even know what the hard cap is anymore, like 30,000 bit rate or something, 20,000 bit rate. It's insane. So clipping is super fast, ultra fast. They're gonna be adding tons more features of that down the road from what I hear, or at least that's the plans, with being able to edit and share your clips. So that's a big tool that I don't think a lot of streamers understand why that's so important to have. And just in general, like what that can do for your brand and your advertising and promotion. I mean, the quality of streams are really good already. And you know, if we just do another clip real fast, just to show it, like, great clip. It's that fast. There's like, there's no buffering, there's no waiting. So theoretically, if you're creating your own clip, or eventually when they have moderation support, and you can have your moderation team or your community team or whoever in your channel while you're live streaming, you know, something crazy happens, you can have a clip out into the internet, you know, instantly, and shared to whatever platform, Reddit, whatever, and you know, Twitter, TikTok, and that's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal, and especially at this super high quality, and you can download it really fast. There's no real waiting for that. I think just for those tools alone, like using Brime to restream, to me is a big deal, and I use it quite often for clips. Because like Trovo has clipping and VODs, but it's so slow and wonky and low quality that half the time it's not even worth the headache of trying to use it while you're streaming, let alone go back and pull it out of the VOD, because the VOD is so low quality. Twitch is a little bit better about that. YouTube is but you can get VP9 out of YouTube, so that's nice. But that's more like, that's the stuff you care about. We can also go in and is that gonna work? You can also go in and share your clips just right into the platform. So like as soon as you make it and save it, you can just click boom, and you've got a clip, like, shared to your whatever platform. Right now they have Facebook, Twitter, and what was it, Reddit? Which, I mean, you can also just use the custom link too, but like just on the fly, click, done, back to streaming, or your moderators or whoever are doing their thing. It's really impressive, honestly, with what Brime is offering. So there's a stigma of Brime and like the social media fallout that happened a while ago, and the person that originally owned Brime are not the same people now. It's not. So there is a lot of misinformation and miscommunication there about Brime, and that people need to know about. I think that needs to be talked about more. I'm not a PR person. However, I do find when I talk to a lot of my fellow content creators, they're immediately just writing Brime off because of all the awful fallout on social media. That had nothing to do with the current people. So take that for a grain of salt also, and keep it in mind though, because, you know, it's word of mouth stuff. It is, however, I think an issue when you're speaking about the platform, because most people, that's the last thing they hear, and they don't know anything better than that. So I really wanted to make this video and just kind of show off some of those basic things and get the word out about Brime. Brime is gonna push the industry to change, in my opinion, in a lot of ways. There's a lot of things I love about Trovo that they do very well, and they do very right with feature sets and integration and interaction. And you're killing it out there, Trovo. This is a clickbait title, of course. And there's a lot of discrepancies with the boxes and stuff and things like that right now that I think are going to get ironed out. But as far as usability and features and stuff, Trovo does an amazing job on a lot of that. And it's going to be trial and error, right? To where Brime is doing technical stuff that blows my mind, and they're definitely like leading new innovation for the industry. And I think they're going to push, you know, the big guys to either change and play ball, or people are going to start to see that it's better to go to Brime and play Brime and Trovo, like places like, I think those are the two places right now, in my opinion, that are doing some really innovative stuff. And you know, they're not under the old mentality of, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, they're trying to change it up. They're trying to offer more. I think YouTube does, but YouTube just really doesn't care about live streaming. I think if they see a little more market in it, they might, but they're built for VODs, and their algorithm is built around VODs. So until they change that, which I'm sure will take time, I don't think that's like a super viable option right now. I mean, reality is platforms need viewership and streamers need to eat. So, you know, that's kind of a big deal. Brime's doing cool stuff. Like, they're going to have some accessibility options for, I think Discord too. I read the other day. Again, join the Discord. There's a ton of information there. It's hard to get through some of the Discord. I think eventually, once the platform launches, they're going to clean that up, and they're going to have more specific channels and stuff to manage. Because right now, the thing is with Brime, and there's not a big team. There's not a big team that's doing this. It's essentially one guy doing most of this coding work and implementations, and it's a lot. I mean, he's doing a lot. So shout out to Geekin, shout out to Zach, shout out to the team over there. Same goes with Trovo, man. You know, Trovo's not a huge ass team. They're doing a lot of things, which I really appreciate. And there's been mishaps. I've had my mishaps with him too, but I think they're doing a great job. Yeah, I can't wait to see the stuff like translation and chat and things like that, where you're gonna be able to go in, you know, set your language to English, and somebody's, I don't know, set to Russian. They can come in and type in Russian into your chat, and it translated to English in real time in the back end. So that'd be super cool for accessibility and I think just community in general, right? Bringing people together around the world, and safety. You know, there's the safety aspect of that too. So that'll be coming, as far as I understand, to Brime fully. I think some of it is on Trovo, but it's locked behind their paywall of Ace, which is just a stupid decision if that's the case, in my opinion. Like, it's an accessibility feature. Don't lock that behind a paywall. Like, so I'm not sure. That's what I read anyways. I could interpret that wrong. Again, these are my opinions. These are my experiences and mine alone. Brime also offers things like 1440p, 120 FPS, or 120 or 120 FPS streaming. Technically, I think you could do 4K 120. But that takes a little bit more work, and you might need to get that. I think the platform can handle it. I think you need like special, it'll be like for events or I don't know, whatever. That'd be something you have to talk to them about. But I know you can do 1440, 120. I mean, you can do 4K 60. And mobile will be coming soon once they get everything like working. Then all the like fluff and pretty and features will be coming out. So mobile will, I know he's been testing mobile. I think he's, if you go check out Geekin on Twitter, let's find him real quick. I think he had a post where he did a 4K test with low latency on mobile, which is pretty insane if you think about it. So a lot of cool features, ton more stuff that's coming, but I think those are the big things with the multi-stream and the multi-chat that I wanted to talk about and show off with Brime, and how you can really use that with a platform like Trovo and kind of combine their feature sets, you know, where you're not stuck on one platform if you're looking to get out more and explore more. I think both platforms are offering new stuff that the other one doesn't. I kind of wish Brime would take a look at some of the stuff Trovo's doing, and Trovo would kind of take a look at some of the stuff Brime is doing. So like Brime's innovation in tech, I kind of wish Trovo would pull some of that, and kind of wish Brime would pull some of the features and engagement stuff that Trovo is doing. Like, I think, because I really think those two platforms are kind of the future of live streaming. And again, you know, it's nice to have their uniqueness, but they're both doing cool stuff. I've talked about Trovo in the past. There's a video on my YouTube if you're watching this and another platform. There's a video where I went and talked about kind of all the platforms as a live streamer and a content creator. It's really long, but all of my thoughts are kind of out there about the different sites and things. I love clickbait. Oh, yeah, here he is. Let's see. Mr. Geekin. So this is a guy you want to go follow. He posts some updates here and there if you're not going to go in the Discord and stuff like that, but just check out at Geekin. He'll from time to time when he's not working his butt off, because like literally there's no like full team working on Brime, and the strides that they've I mean, they just done a lot, or he's done a lot, you know, for what I think this industry needed. And kind of Brime is trying to work with other platforms, not necessarily against them, because they're going to be their own thing, right? They're going to be their own platform. But a lot of, like with Trovo, where Trovo's message is, you know, they want to be accessible to everyone. You know, Brime's is the same thing, and I think we need more of that and less exclusivity, where we get more, you know, Twitch is more about the exclusivity, and YouTube to a sense, and like Facebook is definitely its own world, right? Like Facebook is its own world, and DLive's its own world, and Brime is, you know, trying to bring the world together, but also create a cool content creation platform. And I think Trovo's doing the same thing, although Trovo, I have questions and reservations on what their focus is going to be for content creators as far as allowed to do things outside of gaming and things like that. But, you know, time will tell whether or not that'll come to light or not. But I can't stress it enough. Using Brime, I mean, I sometimes just sit here and clip because of how fast, like, it's done. Clip's done. It's just this blows my mind that I can come here and just do this. Boom. And this one takes a while, of course. Okay, because I just did one. Oh, we're getting streamception. All right, that's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna have to go in and like delete all these. I think alone for right now, just getting acquainted with the new platform and using Brime to not only restream at high quality, but to also with the same latency you're gonna get if you were just streaming directly from OBS to that other platform. But also the clipping quality, like it's just, it blows my mind how good it is. I'm gonna turn my camera off. This is at a crappy bit rate. Like this is my bit rate's not super high. Like there's a 1-to-1 ratio when you're streaming, and like this isn't even close. Because if you go down, then it's just me. I mean, if I ran this on any other platform for like 4 hours, I don't think you could distinguish it from a stream or not. It's just super cool. Like I think being able to download and share, like just instantly, is just that's a feature we just like. I don't know. You can't deny that's useful. At least IMO. So there you have it. There's my little spiel on Brime. If you're out there lurking and twerking, go back and watch the VOD either on my YouTube or my Trovo or my Twitch. And I showed off some more of the multi-chat, multi-stream features, why I think it's such a good tool and platform to use currently just for the restream and clip features alone. But there's a lot more stuff coming in the pipeline to Brime, and once they get all of the stuff working, you know, then we're going to start seeing all the pretty, you know, UI and all the extra fluff and VODs and socials and all that stuff. Which in my opinion, none of that stuff matters. If your stream quality is not good, if your viewers can't watch you, you know, if there's not transcoding, accessibility options, language, so whatever to all that stuff. I am going to shut down my Twitch and YouTube, and then we're going to play some Rainbow. So the cool thing about Brime and doing their multi-stream is I can just go into my creator studio or have this open or tabbed or whatever, go to my multi-stream, literally click, boom, boom, my YouTube and my Twitch are shut down. And if I wanted to stream again, all I do is toggle those, and on the fly, we're back streaming. I don't have to do anything else. And then I can even go in and add as many platforms as I want on the fly and never have to shut my stream down. Super neat feature. I don't think it saved it. I had like a weird hiccup earlier. This is what I was talking about earlier in Brime too. Is like, there's some stuff that's still kind of wonky, but that's because it's, you know, it's in beta. I think last night it didn't shut the stream down, so I had to go in and just delete the